Wow, go on, my people. You're welcome to the biggest show in the continent right now, MS Live with your boy Mac Milton. This is the show that we have inside for conversation with your favorite artists pertaining to show business. You can follow us at every single platform, MS24GH, hashtag MS Live. Today on the show is going to be crazy. I have a brother all the way from Nigeria, straight to the motherland, Ghana. He's one of the dopest, baddest, music producers, and he's also an artist. And I have my brother Philkeyz
Yes,
in the
sir.
building.
Good to have me, man. Good to be here, my
Broski,
brother. Yes,
I love
sir.
your drip.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I love your drip, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know this is your second time in Ghana.
Yes.
You came 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
So what brought you to Ghana?
Tidal Rave.
Tidal Rave.
Yeah, Tidal
Okay.
Rave.
Did they invite you to come?
Obviously, they invited me to come up. Yeah, they invited me. So I was very. It was a quick trip. It was just in and out type of thing.
Okay.
So I just came in, went on stage. The next day, I'm out.
Okay.
So this time around, I had more time to explore more of the motherland, Ghana.
So you have been in Ghana for how many days now?
I've been in Ghana for like 5 days now.
5 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not going to ask you about the jollof banta.
Yeah.
Which other African Ghanaian food have you been able to taste? We have fufu, we have benku, we have kenke.
I don't know why I always. I ate Ghana jollof, by the way, and it's beautiful. And there's no banter.
Okay.
I always say depending on who's cooking it.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this. I don't know how I forget this soup again. Light soup.
Light soup.
Yeah.
Where the aponchiana ding. Goat meat.
Shut down. Shut down with good fish.
Okay.
Then I also watch it because I normally eat wache in Nigeria too. So they sell it in Nigeria easily. Like you get wache, yeah. So I eat wache in Nigeria too. So I'm not new to wache.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this time round, what brings you to Ghana?
I'm working on a project that I'm about to put out. And I'm pretty much working with African artists from different regions, and also I'm here to work with a couple of African artists and also connect with my fans because I don't do that often that much.
Okay.
Because it's either if I'm not out there, most times I'm in the studio creating, so I don't get to come out as much. You get me? So now I'm just trying to connect more to my fans and get to, up close and personal in general. So yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So what separates Philip as a person from Philkeyz as a musician, as a music producer?
Philip himself is a very reserved guy.
Okay.
Like I'm a very cool, just chilled type of guy. But Philkeyz is like Philkeyz is still cool, but at least he's more outspoken. He's more all over the place, type thing. Yeah. So pretty much, but there's not much difference. My personality still stands because I don't like posing two sides. So.
Okay, so take us through the journey of Philkeyz from the beginning. Is music something you have always been passionate about?
Music has been my life.
Okay.
Yeah, even when I've I was in school. It has really just been everything I've thought about. Like it got to a stage they were like, just leave this guy alone. Let him do this music thing. We're tired. You know, that kind of thing, because I was not focusing on any other thing. And I think that's why I've come so far, you know, in the little way I have. You know, I have a long journey to go still, but still, with how far I've come, it's just because of how I've been invested in wanting to do what I am doing now, and I'm still doing it. So, yeah.
So someone who studied economics and switching to study music,
Yeah.
what informed that decision?
The love.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't focusing on this economics. I want to be lied to you. Like I'll open the book, it's not entering. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's not because I'm a very, I would say, at least I have a level of IQ, but it's if I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the heart wants what the heart wants, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about family. Your parents, are they the typical African parents who were not supportive of you doing music?
My parents, and they love music. My dad is late, my mom is still alive, and my siblings, we all love music, right? But the thing is, there's this fear in African parents of musicians going wayward. They are not so wrong, you know, but I just had to prove to them that I could do music and still be responsible at the same time, you know, and also because they know that, okay, you're still impacting people as much as, and it's something that public figures have to know that, okay, while they're doing what they're doing, people are watching them, and people want to almost be like, you understand? So if you're selling the wrong notion, you're selling the wrong idea, it's, you know, it doesn't really help and all that. So pretty much.
Okay, so Philkeyz, I know you started playing in the church as a pianist.
Yes.
Do you think it has made it a lot easier for you when producing artists?
The fact that I'm a musician itself, right, has made it easier for me. Now, the playing in church pattern is just like serving God. A blessing comes with it. So I won't say that is not part of my blessing that's affecting my career. Too. It is. Do you understand? There's a grace factor too, one way or the other. You like it or not, you get me? So yeah.
Okay. So Philkeyz, I know you describe yourself as a musician. I want to know the difference between a musician, a producer, and a beat maker.
Okay, so it's basic, right? It's straightforward. A beat maker can just say, okay, beat makers don't really have so much ideas. And it doesn't mean that there are some beat makers that are very, very creative. Some beat makers, they don't know how to play instruments, but they know how to align some sounds and all that. But the only restriction is that you won't know how to control artists, how to bring out emotions out of some artists. You won't know how to know when to do less and do more. If you understand what I'm trying to say, beat makers sometimes, they just tend to just want to prove a point. I bad. Just be packing everything, just be putting everything. I want to show them that I know this.
But you have to keep it simple.
Sometimes you keep it simple. Sometimes it depends.
Okay.
Knowing when to stop and knowing when to, you know, the balance, and also, general musicality. So it really helps. So being a musician helps me shape myself in different ways and easily. Not all beat makers do all genres.
Okay.
Because they don't, it's not like they wouldn't know how they'll get stuck. So an artist comes to you like, I want high life. Can you switch from high life to Afrobeat? You want to switch to, a different genre, maybe reggae or something easily without having to have issues with it. So there are lots of differences.
So it's better for you to get in-depth knowledge about it.
It's always good because the more you learn, the better you become. You need to keep learning.
So after completing music school, do you still study?
Music?
Yeah, to get more knowledge about music?
Of course, I learn every day.
Okay.
Yeah, just not the theoretical aspect, because the theoretical aspect is what I learned.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not, the theoretical aspect is not what is helping me. The only thing it helps me for is just knowing music notation, solfas, knowing score, sight reading, all those kind of scoring music and all that, which doesn't really imply in today's, like, going on stage, except I'm probably on an orchestra stage where I have violins and all that, and they give us a set, or I put to score on piano and all that. That is only when, and how often does that come?
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So the practicalness of knowing a lot, I learned that on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Philkeyz, as a producer, which song was a turning point for you?
As a producer, I would say it will still be the No Do with Kizz Daniel I produced for. No good, they do pass. It will still be that one, you know. So I feel like the universe bring two people together in lifetime to create magic. And once you guys catch that vibe,
Right.
it's gone.
Yeah, for real.
It's gone, like it's gone. Because I've worked with tons of artists, but if you notice, the chemistry between me and Kizz Daniel is different.
Yeah, it's different.
If you know what I'm trying to say. So
I know you have worked with Wizkid, Omar
yes,
and Cole. Yeah.
But still, why do I often work with Kizz?
Kiss.
It's the energy.
Okay.
Right?
I'm
And
going
that's
to be
what it is.
biased here because of the terminology in the song Odoyu. Okay. Can you walk us through the creative process when making that song?
It was just pretty straightforward. Though. We were like, oh, let's create something today now. Okay, so we went into the studio. He left me in the studio. I finished creating. Sometimes I just send, but this time we created this one in the same space. So I finished. Then he voiced something on it. It was very, very serious. It was like, what do you think? I said it's sweet too, but
Okay.
he never reached there. It was not like, okay, no problem, we'll see now. So I drove home. Then the next morning, he started again from the fresh. He just coughed and did his thing easy, and he came in. So pretty much, it wasn't really forced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I want us to focus on Ghana because you are in Ghana.
Yes, 100%.
I heard of you as a music producer, not as an artist.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So Ghana here, let me frame it in a way that will be more understandable because I know other African countries or other people know you as a musician,
Yes.
not as a music producer.
True, 100%.
So let's talk about Ghana.
Okay.
Do you think we are able to receive your music not attaching you as a music producer, but embrace your music as an artist?
You guys dance to finally the bodies and everything. Did you accept it or not?
One funny thing is that I've heard of that song, but I don't know the face.
My point exactly. Do you understand? Just listen to the music and vibe, please.
It's unnecessary.
Don't think about it so much.
Yeah, okay.
Do you understand? Don't think about it so much. So, you not knowing, it is a good vibe. It is it's great music.
But it's even big in Ghana. That song is big in Ghana.
It's huge everywhere. It was my turning point as an artist.
Okay.
As an artist, that song was the song. That's why I said, in some countries they don't even have a clue that I produce.
Okay. But one thing I want to ask is that, are you also going to take the blame on not working on your image as an artist? Because the song is very big, but I don't know the face behind the song.
100%, and not 100%.
Okay.
Because 100% because after the song, I should have done more.
Okay.
Right, and I should have linked up more with my. But then again, I'm an independent artist.
Okay.
Do you understand? And then again, I'm shuffling between being a producer.
Okay.
And an artist.
Yeah.
So the other times I was busy in the studio creating more hits.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm just learning how to find the balance. And it takes a lot of time to learn how to find the balance for such, because it doesn't just come easily like that get used to something that, yes, I started as a musician, but there are lots of things implies of you being an artist.
Okay.
Do you understand? A whole lot of structure, a whole lot of charisma, a whole lot of you don't learn it. You learn it, but also you need to get used to it, and really get used to it and all that, and put yourself out there. But then again, as the beautiful thing about it is the music never dies.
Okay.
So, pretty much.
So you write your own songs?
Yes, I do.
Okay, but have you tried to write for other artists?
Yeah, I do ghostwriting for some artists.
Wow. Can you mention some names? Or
Nah. That is why it's called ghostwriting.
But why do we always have issue with that? Because I think as a songwriter, people are supposed to give you the credit that, okay.
If you want it, but I don't really need the credit for that. If for writing, let's just have our splits and our arrangements for my payments, and that's it. You get me? So that's pretty much it. Yeah. And if the artist doesn't want that, he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Or he or she doesn't want that. You get me? So that's the way it is. There are lots of ghostwriters. Rihanna, everybody uses ghostwriters. Easy. Okay. There are some that will be like, I really need this platform for my own resume, so that they know that I'm good at this. But I'm already writing for myself, so they will see it in me.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
So I don't need to make noise about it.
So Philkeyz, right now, how many songs do you have out there?
In general?
In general.
My own personal song?
Yeah, not as a producer, as an artist.
I just have one EP out.
Okay. And what's the title of the EP?
That was Premium. That was way back, but like I said...
Which year was that?
I think that was 4 years ago. But like I said, when I dropped that EP, it was just vibes. I didn't really have as much structure like I was supposed to have, then, if you know what I mean. So it's just now I'm understanding how deep it is
Okay.
to get things out there and how deep it is to have the structure of an artist
Okay.
and all that. So I've done one with Visa Katie and
Bisa
Emil Adi.
Kade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
complicated.
Okay.
It
So how
was
did
on
you
it
link up with Bisa?
was very easy.
Wow.
Through online. We've never met before till now. And his energy was pure. That's one of the reasons why I was like, oh man, I love Ghanaian artists.
Have you been able to reach out to him?
Of course, it's just timing.
Okay.
Like, of course, if I didn't reach out to him, how did he voice?
I'm talking about you being in Ghana.
Oh, yes, I did. But I don't even know if he's around. I mean, myself, I've not been in one place. Too.
Yeah.
So pretty much, it's just timing and, you know, trying to get where one person is at the same time because everybody's busy.
Okay.
You get me?
So let's talk about the project that you're working on.
Yes.
And what was the title of it?
It's called Cross Country.
Cross Countries.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So how many artists do you plan to work on? Work with them?
In general.
Yeah.
In general.
Yes.
Let's say 5, 6.
5, 6.
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. Say 5 or 6. Yeah, depends.
Okay. So I saw a video of you and Kelvin Boy.
Yeah.
So should we expect maybe
We
something from
we
you
worked on something. So
Okay.
now it's now two ways. It either might be on the project or it might not be on the project. But it might likely be on the project or it might not be on the project. I don't know. But apart from Kelvin Boy, I work with other people. I've worked with like 3 artists, right?
Okay.
And stuff.
So as a producer, which Ghanaian artists do you love to produce for?
Do I love to or would I love to?
You love to work with? We have Sarkodie, we have Shatawale, we have Stonebwoy, we have a lot of
Oh,
artists.
I love Sarkodie.
Okay.
Sheesh. I love Sarkodie so much, like so much. Also, obviously, I love Shatawale.
Okay.
I like his it's different.
Okay.
You know, it is so very, very different and it's very comical. I like his personality too.
Okay.
And who else? Who else?
We have Kiddy, we have Kim Promise, we have
yeah,
Jackie.
Gaki comes to Nigeria a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to work with her too. But it might not just be on this project.
Okay.
So it's not like I'll pack everybody
Okay.
on the project. It's, you know, the right. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure yet. Let's see. You know, we're working.
Okay.
Doesn't mean like it's all going to be
Okay.
on this project.
So Philkeyz, I want to ask you something.
Yes, please.
The way the energy between you and Kizz Daniel is unmatchable.
100%.
Okay. So which Ghanaian artist do you feel like is going to complement the kind of production that you create?
I'm not going to force it. I'm going to allow it to come. I never forced the one with Kizz Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 2 people just trying to work. 2 people appreciating themselves, their talents. I'm like, I want to work with you. And I'm like, bro, I really want to work with you too. You understand? So, and from there, the word we said to each other has been what we've been sticking to till date. No matter whatever issues, we still stick to.
All right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
I get
so
you, bro.
that's the same energy I'm going to use. I want from every artist I'm working with. If it's going to match up, you see it naturally, no forcing.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
It has to come naturally.
It has to.
I know you are an independent artist.
Yes, I am.
Why do you want to be in that lane or that zone as an independent artist?
I don't want to intentionally want to just be in the lane of an independent artist, but the truth is not everybody might be able to match the energy that you have, like executive or label, because the truth is the label has to want it the way you hunger for it.
Okay.
And they have to have the type of knowledge and ideas, like the kind of experience that I have. Some labels that have come, they don't even have quarter of the experience that I have.
Okay.
Do you understand? And I really want someone that I can't do this alone, 100%.
Yeah, for real.
You get what I'm trying to say?
You need people to come on board to support.
I need people to do this, right? But the truth is, the right people have to come too. You don't have to play with that. Okay. If not, you end up being in a mess.
Yeah, for real. And you also want your freedom to create.
Yes.
Okay.
You get me? So. Yeah.
So when will you be dropping the project? When is it coming out?
Let's just say mid of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means you'll be coming back to Ghana.
Of course, I'm coming back to shoot the videos songs that I made.
Wow. But can you mention some of the names? I know probably for Kelvin Boy there, it's a must. He has to be on it. Which other artists?
Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, behind closed door. I know you're going to tell me. Okay. So Philkeyz, last words to your fans and anyone you want to give shout outs to?
Thank you, the people that invited me. Thank you for the people that hosted me here. To being cool, Mr. Emmanuel, everybody that helped me during my stay here. I really appreciate them. I might not be mentioning all names.
Yeah.
You understand? Bear with me. Do you understand? But a lot of people really helped my stay really easy, you know, and they received me well and all. Pretty much, yeah. I appreciate everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we sign out, I want you to give us a little bit a cappella of Necessary.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Finally, your body is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Fine lady, your body is unnecessary.
Yes, yo, bro.
Thank
it's nice
you,
having you on the
nice
show,
being
bro.
here. Really happy to be here, man.
So that's my brother, Philkeyz,
Yes,
artist, producer. You can check him out on all streaming platforms and stream his music and add to your playlist, guys. Let's take a breather. I'll be back in a bit.
Make it down. It's the melody. I will give you breakfast in the morning. Yeah. Early in the morning, a cup of juice just to clear your throat. Yeah. So we can have a good time. Vitamin D for the body and soul. Yeah. So for the body and soul. Yeah. Then we can vibe to my rhythm and bass. Yeah. So tell me who go love you like I do. We go do like I do. Tell me who go love you like I do. We go do like I do. Tell me who go love you like I do. We go do like I do. Tell me who go love you like I do. Oh yeah, do like I do. Yeah. Do like I do. I do. Do like I do. I do.